Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's Travel Videos, and I'm in Austria, and this is Melk Abbey. And it's an amazing place. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is incredible. I've been here before, but I'm going to take you with me. I never recorded it before, and I don't think you can do a lot of pictures inside. I'll do what I can. That's it, everybody. Come on, let's go do it. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, when you go to the Melk Abbey, just as a thought, don't pull right up to the gate, because what's going to happen is they're not going to open it for you. And so if somebody's behind you, you can't back up. But so you go turn left before you get to the Melk Abbey, and you go to one of these parking things. And then this one by the entrance doesn't work, but the other one did work, and you could program your time, and you can get 60 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you need. But do that first. So just as a general reminder, don't go to the main entrance on Melk Abbey. Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. This is the Melk Abbey, and it's pretty amazing, but I don't know how much they let you film. I think you can film in some sections, but not all sections. I think the cathedral itself is off limits, but I think this outside area and the area inside here is okay. So I guess we'll go in here and take a look and see. And obviously there are crowds and tours and all sorts of things, but should be pretty amazing. Cool, cool, cool. All right, everybody. It certainly is crowded and touristy. And you can see the cathedral up there. Let's get out of the way here, yeah. Oop. All right, so I remember from last time you have to go down that corridor over there to the left, and we'll go see. Pretty neat. And I brought my lunch today, and so I think there's a spot up here that has a great view where I can eat my lunch, and it's going to be a gorgeous spot to do it at. Okay, very cool. And there's the entrance. Eingang, Ungang. How about entrance? Sounds good to me too. Okay, let me go inside and give him my ticket. Bye-bye. Hey everybody. So I usually don't do these types of videos, but I thought this one needed to be done. So I went to the Melk Abbey probably, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. It was a long time ago, and it was amazing. You could go inside, and they had some rules about pictures, but it wasn't so highly regimented that it was a problem or an issue or anything like that. But so this trip to the Melk Abbey, I really ran into some problems. So the problem I think was that it was $20, and so which is fine, but it was so crowded and so full of people, and there were people everywhere yelling at people not to take pictures and not to take, you can't even take your cell phone out. You can't look up facts. You can't get information. It was really very, very, very regimented and strict and very tight. And so then I walked through, and I did the library, and I did those kind of things. And then I went, there was two things I really remembered the last time I was here. And one was the balcony. And they had closed the balcony. And so you couldn't get to the balcony. You couldn't oversee the town of Melk. You couldn't see, you couldn't look over the edge. You couldn't see the valley. You couldn't do any of those things. And then But I thought, okay, fine. I mean, they closed certain areas, that's fine. And then they went to the chapel, the cathedral, the church that's inside of Melk Abbey. And it was all blocked off. And I was really disappointed because I thought that was the highlight for me the last time I was here. You could go inside, you can see the little chapels, you could walk around, you could sit in the pews, you could have a quiet moment. You could enjoy the church itself, you could enjoy the surroundings. And this time there was just this big gated, barred area, and so you could walk through it, like the front of it, but you couldn't get to the other part of it, the back of it. The I'd probably say 7/10 of it. Well, let's even go further than that. Let's say 3/4 of it you couldn't get to. You couldn't really see it up close. You couldn't do anything. And so it was really kind of discouraging. And so and I get it. I know I did Machu Picchu, and it was great, but I know they're closing parts of it. Like if you want to climb Huayna Picchu, it's getting smaller and smaller. Same thing with, it's kind of like a good example is Stonehenge. The first time I went there with my son, we parked right at Stonehenge, and you could run around Stonehenge and play at Stonehenge and have a good time at Stonehenge. And then the next time I came, you had to park a little further away, but you could still get right up to Stonehenge. And then I went there again, and anyway, and now you park 3 miles away, you have to take a bus to it, you can't get within like 300 yards of it, there's this roped off area, and so it's limited. That's the way Melk Abbey is now. It is, it really was discouraging. I remember it to be this amazing place. I even rented a car, and this is where I went specifically to go see the Melk Abbey, because I remember how incredible it was and how great it was, and that is not the case. And the tickets are outrageous. It was like $20 to get in, but everything was closed or roped off or limited, and there was bus after bus after bus after bus of people, and so it was so full that you couldn't enjoy it. I guess it's kind of like, the Vatican and going to the Vatican Museum and how full it is, and you can't really enjoy it. And so anyway, so let's keep it focused on the Melk Abbey. I used to think on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd have given it an 8. I thought it was amazing. And now I probably wouldn't give it a 3. And so I guess, for the price and for the drive and for the work to get there, it wasn't something that I enjoyed. I kind of left feeling, like it's like buying an ice cream cone and you don't get the cone. It's like a hamburger without the bun. It really was missing a lot of the things that I thought were amazing in the past, and they weren't there this time. So in my mind, if I had to give it a suggestion, I wouldn't suggest you go to the Melk Abbey. I would think there's other places to go and see that were better. And don't get me wrong, it's still an amazing place and all those kind of things, but I think that it really was very limited, and the people yelling at everybody for taking pictures or cameras out or even taking your cell phones out or doing, all those types of things, it's not my favorite. It's not a place I'd go again. It's not some place I'd take somebody to. I'd take them to Eggenstein or to other places that I thought were much better. Anyway, so I guess today I'd give Melk Abbey not a thumbs down, but maybe a partial, and I'd almost skip it. and I hate to say it, I even walk the town, and the town's cute and everything else, but you really go to the Melk Abbey to see the Melk Abbey and the cathedral and the church there and the views and all that kind of stuff. Skip it. That's my suggestion. Sorry, Melk Abbey. You better figure out what you're doing and make sure that, and maybe it's just an abbey. Close it, fine. You know, don't let any visitors in, fine. Or make it a tourist spot and allow people to come in. Sorry, everybody. That's my perception, and so I really walked away feeling like I'd spent $20 on really maybe a $1 ticket. That's it for me. Eric Clark's travel videos, and I guess you'll get to see when you get there if you go. Okay, that's it, everybody. Bye.